Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Guys, I'm trying to figure out how to make this lighter. Anyway, just bear with me while I play around with this computer and get some help on to make this screen lighter. Because it's lighter where I am, but I guess it's something on the screen here. But in any event, I am here, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And thank you for being here with me today. Um, so, guys, let me tell you about something before we get into this topic of discussion today. So, it is so important to be careful, because there's a lot of scammers out there. And this is something that I'm going to bring to everybody's attention because you can easily get caught up into something that can put you in a lot of trouble with scams and situations. I've been there before in the past, and thank God I've learned those lessons and I know what to look for. So I do a lot of other things besides YouTube. I have a full time job, and in between, I have some things going on with my books and, talking to different companies, publishing firms, etc. So what I'm noticing is that I'm getting a lot of scammers sending me emails about specific offers that are fake. One in particular caught my attention because it named a huge CEO, somebody who's very important, somebody who um, is like a mover and a shaker. And I spent the weekend looking for that person's contact information because usually when scammers send you emails, there's some suspicious things within it and misspelled words and etc. But this one wasn't. So I found the information for this CEO and contacted them over the weekend. And sure enough, it was a scam, because he said that didn't come from him and it had his name on it. So people, if you are, offer opportunities, even if it's online employment, do your homework. Make sure those are legit opportunities because there's a lot of scammers and these people get your phone number somehow and they call you and offer you things that are not legit. And then you find yourself in a world of trouble because of it. So please be careful, you know, um, as to doing business, make sure that it's legit and do your homework. Give me one moment. I'm going to do something with this camera. Hold on, people. I'm going to see if I can make it higher up so that you guys can see me. Okay. I don't know if this makes a difference. Perhaps it does a little bit, but just be patient with me. We'll get there. So be careful. And thank God I did that because if I would have just gotten myself, excited about something that was not legit, I could have gotten into a world of trouble with that situation. So always investigate things, because it's important. It will save you um, from being into, situations that you can't get yourself out of. So I wanted to say that before we move on into this topic of discussion. So let's get into this topic of discussion today. And the title is Love is the Highest Vibration. Love is definitely the highest vibration. We live in a cold hearted world today where people are not caring about other people. They are out for self, as we see more and more of this today in the world we live in today. Without love, we have nothing but confusion, chaos, and emptiness, a cold world. And love is definitely the highest vibration. And love is the answer. The opposite of that is hate, and hate can never win. Although it might look like hate is winning, but hate never wins because love is the highest vibration. Hate brings about, we know, division, chaos, and destruction. I choose love and I choose God. You know, nothing good comes from hating on other people. And, you know, a lot of times when people hate on others, it's due to jealousy, envy. You know, one of the things I was talking to somebody about, we were talking about jealousy and envy, and I was telling her I think envy is worse in some ways than jealousy. And the reason why I say envy is when you worked hard, right, to accomplish some goals, and you meet the qualifications because you did all the work, and you literally did all the work, you know, and you met the credentials. But because someone doesn't want you to have something because of their hate of who you are, you know, they don't, even though you can do the work, and you did everything behind the scenes, you know, the right way, you know, to get from A to B to C, right? And they don't care about that. They just don't want you to have it because of their hate of you. And that's what envy is to me, hating on what you bust your ass for to get. And nobody handed you anything. You worked for it. And, you know, you went to school, you did everything to get from A to B to C. And it wasn't easy. And nobody held my hand. You know, I'm going to use myself as an example to get these things. I had to work night and day and night. And they don't care about that. They just feel like they should have it and that you shouldn't. And they don't want to do the work to get from A to B to C to D. They want it quick like a microwave. But nothing ventured is nothing gained. And if you don't do the work that is involved, then something will always go wrong because you didn't do it the right way. And that's what envy is to me. You know, jealousy is someone hating on you because of the way you look or whatever it is. But I see envy because they don't care about your accomplishments and that you did the work. They just don't think you should have it because of who you are culturally or whatever it is. And, you know, these things, you know, there is an unjustifiable cause for this. That's why I said hate never wins. Hate comes from unhealed wounds, childhood issues that people never resolve, that they trauma situations in their life that they never healed. You know, so they hate somebody else who's on a train to heal those hurts and pains, and somebody who continues to work on themselves, and they hate that. You know, when you heal, you learn to grow, love, and evolve. You don't have time for the drama and the BS and stuff. You know, healing brings about transformation and positive changes in your life. When you learn to heal, you learn to love yourself, which is something we're supposed to be doing, whether people like that or not. When you heal pain and old wounds and things, you transform your life for the better. Also, you know, what happens too is that people want the old version of myself back that doesn't, you know, some people that doesn't exist anymore because I've healed a lot of those hurts and wounds. And, you know, sometimes people come and try to control and manipulate as they did before in the past, but it doesn't work because I'm not that same individual as I was before. So sometimes what they do, since they don't have that kind of control, they try to do things through malicious gossip, lies. I mean, vicious lies, malicious things, because they want to be able to come back and do what they used to do, and it's not happening. So, people, when you have people gossiping and telling you malicious things about other people, before you get on that hate train, fact check anything that sounds weird or outrageous that someone is telling you about somebody else. Fact check. Make sure you do the research because you can get sued. You know, that person who's spreading the lies and saying vicious things about someone can get sued, especially when it's not true. There are reasons for doing so that might be tied to jealousy or envy. Please know the difference and fact check before you get on this hate train. because those who decide to participate in this without knowing what the real reason behind why people are, from the past are lying and doing this, they can get themselves into a world of trouble that they don't know how to get out of, because they decide to get on this hate train of gossip and malicious lies of things that never happened, that someone is telling other people to create drama in somebody else's life who is on the path of healing. Because some people from the past don't want to see me heal, don't want to see me grow, because they can't get what they used to get from me. I'm not that doormat anymore. I'm not that ATM machine that they can come and take advantage of, because I have grown and healed those hurts. So because they can't do it, some of them get on this train of gossip and lies and maliciousness. And I don't really pay much attention to it, because like I said, I always use the metaphor of the ton of bricks. Those ton of bricks that are heavy, that are on my back, I take them off and I give those bricks and I transmute that to God. And when God sees that I'm in an upright and I'm doing the work to heal, and I'm not, and I made vows, specific vows that I keep, you know, then he's going to get involved. And when God gets involved, you know what happens next? Karma, and he's going to balance out those scales and bring justice to all these situations, especially when it's unjustifiable. And if I close doors and I cut off, block, and delete, I didn't just, automatically cut off, block, and delete. I try to, what I did is set boundaries, told people why I was doing what I was doing. I need to heal. I need to heal hurts in my life, especially during the shutdown when I lost so much. I needed to heal those things. And when people don't want to hear what you have to say and they're disrespecting your boundaries that are set, what I do is that I reiterate those boundaries. And if they disrespect them again, then I close the door. I won't tolerate any form of disrespect, especially while I'm trying to heal. And it shows me who these individuals are. If somebody show you something like this, believe them. It's not a game. Believe it. And that's what I needed to learn to do. And therapy helped me with that, because I was making so many excuses for people, when these things are tied to what they want, you know, and it was like, the hell with what you want. And I can't allow that in my life anymore. And that's why I said, know the difference between someone just gossiping and spreading malicious lies about someone without having facts, and trying to do things behind the scenes to create some drama when somebody is on not only healing, but have inner peace. They don't want to see, sometimes people don't want to see you at peace. So they try to bring some drama to your front door, which I won't allow. So to jump on this train of hate, you know, might be ineffective. It's without a justifiable cause. And then people getting involved with situations like this, and they don't know why these people are doing this, and they join in, they could get themselves into a world of trouble along with those individuals, you know, because it's an unjustifiable cause, and this is when God and karma takes over big time, because especially when somebody is helping other people and made vows to God, then now if they're doing this and creating a whole lot of drama and friction and things, then they are interfering with a person trying to help other people along with helping themselves. And then the vows that they made to God, and God will definitely come through. I'm telling you from my personal experience what I've seen so far. And this is why I just stay focused and I stay in prayer, meditation, move forward. I have days where I just, you know, feel the grief from the losses, especially around holiday time. But, I move through it. The gym helps me a lot. Meditation and music helps me a lot during these times, these difficult times. This is why, um, I just spend a lot of time with music, and then I talk to a lot of people as well who's going through things that I've already went through, and I tell them ways in person, how I get through. And it's sometimes it's strangers that come up to me and talk to me about these things, that I meet when I'm doing errands, and they feel comfortable to talk to me. And I give them examples of, what I've gone through and how I've gotten through it, you know, um, and that's how I get through these things. Let's get back to the, gossip thing. When someone comes towards me with malicious gossip about anybody, first of all, the first thing I do is question their motives as to why they're coming to me and why they're sharing that information with me. And more importantly, I fact check to see if what they're telling me is the truth before I believe anything. you know People, please make sure you do that. It doesn't matter where the information is coming from. It's always important to fact check what somebody is telling you, especially on a negative about somebody else. Know the facts before you jump on any train of gossip. you know when we learn to heal, we don't have time for that, because as you learn to heal, you heal those old wounds, because, or like I said, all that gossip and all that stuff is unhealed wounds, and people just project it on others because they're not on the train to heal. When you start to heal, you start to grow, evolve, and number one, you start to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you start to learn your self-worth. And when you learn your self-worth, you know what's for your highest good and what's not. And the gossip, the lies, and the drama, and the toxicity, I don't have time for that in my life anymore. I'm unbothered by it, because I give those ton of bricks, as I described. I give all that to God and let God fight those battles. I know one time I was so low that I didn't think I could get up to do anything. And God is like, I will carry you on my back to help you to get from A to B to C. And I felt that. And I know that God is with me and helping me as I do the work. And because some days it's not easy, you know. But when we learn to love ourselves and to grow and evolve and do the work, then you start to know what inner peace is. No one can take away your inner peace. They can try, but they can't. You know, um, when we learn to love ourselves, we learn to help others because we want them to be at peace too, instead of toxicity. We attract love also, and positive things, and then we start to have that desire to have new beginnings in our life. And what I've learned to do is close doors to the past of toxicity, of things that were not for my highest good. And once I closed those doors, I was able to walk forward toward new beginnings, new doors, new things in my life. So, people, let's continue to take steps forward instead of backwards. Because sometimes it's easy because we're used to things from the past, because it's been there in our life so long. But if things are toxic and it's interfering with our ability to grow and heal, then we have to set boundaries. And for myself, when those boundaries were disrespected, I had to close those doors. Otherwise, I would never stay on this path to grow and to heal, which is not easy. But like I always say, nothing ventured is nothing gained. It's important to put yourself first. Your mental and physical health is everything. Without that, you can't do anything for yourself or anyone else. With all of this being said, let's heal and embrace new beginnings, because the new things is going to be better than what we had in our life with the old things in the past. So let's move forward to heal and to be at peace instead of broken down into pieces. That's the message today, everyone. Share these videos. We need to uplift others, because, this world is full of a lot of darkness and pain and toxicity. And we need to be able to heal ourselves so that we can heal old wounds and so that we can grow. And then one day we can be an example to others and pay it forward to help somebody else. That's the message today. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Just be a little patient with me. I'm trying to figure out how to brighten up this laptop so that, but things will get there one day at a time. And thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, and invite others to be here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Lisa, sharing love and light always. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.